ask you something. Are you doing all the things? Showing up at work and taking care of your people and checking the boxes and crossing off the to-do lists. And then by 7 p.m., you are face down on the couch, scrolling on your phone, snack, drink, nothing left, totally empty. Maybe you're snapping at people you love, or you can't remember the last time you had the energy to do something you actually wanted to do. Everyone tells you to just keep pushing through, get more motivated, you need a new app, try harder. Listen, here's what I know for sure. It is not a motivation problem. It's an energy problem. And energy is trainable. Hey there, this is episode 100 of Practice Your Positive Daily, and everything's about to shift for me, for you, and for all of us. Because if you've been here before, you know the format. We're not walking away from positivity, but now we are focusing, laser focused on energy training, because that's what it's always been about, right? It's not about being positive for positive's sake. Positivity is a vehicle we drive to get better energy. So let's go. I want to tell you all about what we're doing and all that I have in store for you. All right, story time. So listen, I have been through it. If you have been here before, you know it. If you are new to this, my origin story for Practice Your Positive started with a hurricane. A hurricane, a flood. I lost my house. I lost almost everything I own. 9 months, foldable mattress on the floor, microwave for dinner, like the whole thing. And every morning I would wake up, I had this choice staring at me, like, let the day and let all this around me drag me under, or make a conscious choice and decide where my energy goes. At first, I didn't even realize that I was doing it. I was just trying to survive. But I had used that Practice Your Positive method where I chose my behaviors, and it made all the difference. So the days that I woke up and said 3 things I was grateful for, even if I was already off, somehow the day felt lighter. If I moved my body and took a walk as soon as I dropped her off at school, better day. On the days that I called somebody or talked to a neighbor, better day. It was obvious because the circumstances didn't change. I was still in the hole, but because I did things, because I trained my energy, because I used positivity to train my energy, totally different energy. And building that energy gave me the momentum to put my life back together. So if this worked for me during that point, it sure as can work for you in your everyday life. I treated my energy like I was treating my physical fitness, right? Reps every single day. Practice the moves until they became muscle memory. And that shifted everything for me. And now this is what I'd love to share with you. And I want to help you train your energy. So let's talk about the 3 little lessons that come from energy training. All right. Number 1, your brain is wired for negativity. That is the default. Your brain is always scanning for threats and looking for what's going on and what could go wrong. Evolutionary, it makes sense. We had to pay attention to what might, end us in order to stay alive. You scan for negative things 5 times faster than you scans for good stuff. That's not your fault. That's just evolution. But the problem is in 2026, your brain is treating that nasty email you got from your ex the same way it did as like a saber-toothed tiger or whatever predator used to chase us. If you're not actively fighting that default negativity, that's where your brain's going to go. Period. And that's not you being a negative person. That's just your brain doing what it does. And so we're always having to kind of shift our energy, train our energy out of that negativity. It's not a character flaw. You're not up. It's just biology, but we can work with it. All right. Lesson number 2 coming from this is that energy is trainable. Yes, we all might have slightly different temperaments or flavors. Nothing wrong with that. But wherever you are, whoever you naturally are at your core, you can still train your energy to be higher, to be more positive, to build momentum in the direction of the things that you want in life. It is like a muscle, not a mood. When we participate in daily reps, have a training program, right? Once we get those reps in, once we grease that groove, your energy will be different because you will have trained it to be higher. And so those little things that used to bother you as much, maybe that nasty email from your ex, those things won't bother you as much because your energy will be trained. You'll have resources, you'll have muscle memory, and that makes all the difference. You don't need to like overhaul your whole life. You don't need to sell the kids and sell the house and move to an ashram in, for yoga in Bali or India or whatever, right? Like you can do this in your regular life. It just takes training. And I know how. All right. And number 3, this is about self-led leadership, not motivation. I'm not here to just get you all pumped up, although you might feel better after these episodes. This is really about getting down to leading ourselves. All of these things are the things that you can do for yourself that come from the inside out. And by the way, on top of all of this, your energy doesn't just affect you. We know that emotions are contagious. We know that the energy you put out, that affects your friends, your family, your community, your coworkers. So you're not just doing this for yourself. You're doing this for everyone around you and everything around you. And that helps shape a world where it's just more fun to be in. It's just more enjoyable to have good energy. So why not train it no matter where you are or whatever you're going through? Oh, I'm excited for this. It's also preparation as I'm writing my training guide to good energy, why feeling better is a skill and how to practice it like a pro. That's coming out later this year. So excited for that. But now for today, because I love to give you homework, right? This isn't just talking about it, it's doing it. So ask yourself this one question. Am I intentionally training my energy for the positive? For the good stuff in life, for everything that I want, happy mind, healthy body, connected relationships? Or am I going negative by default, worrying about the future, worrying about the past, thinking about what went wrong, beating up on myself, beating up on everybody else? Which are you doing, and are you willing to train your energy to live a better life? All right. That's the first step because it just starts with awareness. We have to tune into this and realize that we have a default negativity. And is that really what we want for our lives? That's not what I want for my life. It's not what I want for my kiddos' life. It's not what I want for my coworkers and friends and community. I don't want that for any of us. I want us to actively choose good energy, and we do that by training it. All right. I'm going to break down the full system. I'm very excited. We have lots of structure. I got the hand guide and the energy audit. We'll talk about sacred anger versus toxic positivity. We'll talk about how to train when you don't feel like it. All things training good energy. Oh, by the way, we're still using positivity for it, but right? Positivity isn't the point. Good energy is. If you want to get a head start on this, you can go to my energy audit. I will link it in the description. And for now, hey, that's it. So, I love you. Keep training your energy, keep staying positive, and I'll see you at practice.